Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. I can already tell I have a huge smile on my face. For this video, we're talking about me preparing for my buffalo hunt, or maybe we should say American bison. There's all kind of buffaloes, water buffaloes, African buffaloes, some other kind of buffaloes, but the American bison is what we are after here today. If for some reason you don't know what that is, you pop up a picture right here. But American bison, big, big, big animal, solid animal. When you're chasing after that, you want to have something with some power, something with a whole lot of boogie. We talked about in some of our live shows before that I was going after a buffalo, American bison. Lots of people were throwing up their suggestions. What should we take? A lot of people threw out 4570. Well, I'm going with some of my buddies. Literally everybody else is taking 4570. And I think that's kind of cliche, you know, oh, lever action, 4570. So I brought up the idea of the 35 Whelen. Some people call it 35 Whelen, like Waylon Jennings. I read it in English, and to me it says, hey, Whelen, 35 Whelen. So I call it 35 Whelen. But I brought up the idea of the 35 Whelen. A bunch of you guys got excited about that. So I said, hey, that's what we're going to chase the American bison with. So yesterday I went out and got my 35 Whelen sighted in. Let me show you my rig here. So this is my CVA Scout in 35 Whelen. If you have never had one of these, they're super affordable, and every single one I've had has done incredible groups. I've filmed this in 4570, 300 blackout. I have the 300 blackout pistol as well. And then this, I got the 35 Whelen. And I absolutely love it. I've done some testing of several different types of bullets, and really, it eats up and does good groups with just about everything you feed it. And on top, I have a Leupold. I always have to read this when I forget it. VX3HD. You want to talk about a good optic? I don't know if this is going to focus here. Anyways, you can kind of see it there. It's a Leupold VX3HD. Incredible clear glass. This one has 14 zoomies. This is the 4.5 to 14 by 40. Incredible piece of glass. Woo! I can't say enough good things about the glass, but hey, we'll leave it at that. If you want to look it up, you can go give her a Google. Really clear piece of glass, 14 zoomies. They told us we're probably going to be able to get within 100, 150 yards of that, of the bison. The bullets, so we're not worried about stretching it out too far. But the bullets I'm taking with me, y'all know I'm a Remington fan. I am taking these 200 grain Core-Lokt PSPs. PSP stands for pointed soft point. Might as well show you one. But these are a 200 grain projectile going, I think it was around 2,700 feet per second. I'll look it up again here in a second because we're going to have to do a drop chart. But essentially what the 35 Whelen is a 30-06 necked up to 35 caliber. But 35 Whelen, it's got some history to it, and it's got a whole lot of boogie to it. But like I said, a bunch of you guys got excited about us taking out the 35 Whelen. I got excited about taking out the 35 Whelen. Now I'm super excited about taking out 35 Whelen. The box says that these are 2675 feet per second at the muzzle. But those are the bullets we're taking. I'm going to do a drop chart here at the end of the video. But yesterday, I took this thing out to the range, got it sighted in with that Remington Core-Lokt. Let's check out that footage and see how it did. Alright guys, out here at Heavy Metal, 100 yards, CVA Scout, 35 Whelen, getting ready for that buffalo hunt. So we got to make sure that we're dialed in. Make sure we got all the zoomies on there. That's 14 zoomies. Now, better have my ears for this one. We got to have this one dialed in perfect. I'm going to have it dead on at 100 yards. And then we'll do a dope chart for it. But this is a single shot. And real quick, we're just going to do a group or two, get it dialed in perfect. And we'll be ready for that buffalo out there. And then you're going to see a buffalo hunt video. So, this was the 200 grain Core-Lokt PSP. Let's do a little 3-shot group here quick and see where we're hitting. Alright, so that's quite a bit high, so I'm going to go ahead and make a scope adjustment. I'm going to come down a little bit more. Yeah, we came too far. I'm going to come up 3 clicks, then I'm going to let it cool. Somebody said you should have just done the 3-shot group first. Yep, should have, huh? Go ahead and do a 3-shot group here without touching the scope. Barrel's cool. Alright, so my headphones are squirreling up on me. That is definitely a good group without touching the scope. But I need to come up and to the left, don't I? So, let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to come 4 clicks up, and let's go 2 to the left. And it looks like it's still a shade low and right. So let me come up. This stuff isn't exactly the cheapest stuff, so I'm trying to use not a whole ton, but this is serious business chasing buffalo if we want to have it dead on. And let me send another one. That was a good squeeze. And we're right there in the bullseye. I'm going to go ahead and take one more just to verify. Oh yeah, right in there. So I'm going to go run put this in my case. And I'm going to show you my case. We're going to measure the groups. Then I'm going to do a quick dope chart for this thing. Be back in a second. Alright, so we don't have buffaloes in Tennessee. At least not ones that you can fling boo-lots on. So I'm going to have to fly over there next month. We'll put it in my hard cases, my Plano 52. Somebody message Plano and tell them to sponsor us. But definitely going to fit in here. I'm also got an antelope tag while I'm out there, so we're going to have 2 bing bangs in here. Super easy. Lock this thing up, and then I'm not going to touch it until we go chasing buffaloes, so I know my scope is in here and locked up and nobody's fooled with it. But if you want to learn more about taking bing bangs on an airplane, I just did a video on it recently. Go check out that video. But we're going to run. I'm going to show you those groups and do a quick dope chart. So we got her dead on. Those were good groups. So we'll know, hey, if that buffalo's at 150, 200, whatever, we can know a quick dial for that scope. But yeah, be back in a second. Alright guys, you saw the footage. Good 3-shot group. Alright guys, you saw the footage. Sighted it in over here. Adjusted the scope with some clickies. Got a 0.6 inch group out of 100. That's pretty good. Then, I thought this was a 3-shot group, but I forgot when I went back and edited it that this was 2 with the same scope setting. I took 1 and then adjusted. And then got 2 in the same hole and said this stuff is expensive and we're just going to call it at that after getting 2 in the same hole. So 3-shot group, 0.6 inch group with that stuff. And then left it there with 2 in the same hole. We're ready to go. Like I said, the guides we're going with said we'll probably be able to get within 100 yards, 150 yards, but 0.6 inch group, that's good with anything. I don't care who you are. But just in case, I'm still going to do a drop chart. So let me pull this up quick and show you guys. And I'm going to put this on my stock. If I need it, it'll be there. And I can dial the scope. I need to know, is this a mils or MOA? This is a MOA scope. So, that being said, let's look at the dope chart. I just plugged all the numbers in here. So, this Remington Core-Lokt has a BC on the G1 scale of 0.294, 200 grain projectiles, velocity of 2675 feet per second. Sight height, I measured my rig with the calipers, 1.70 inches. Also, the altitude where we're going is at 8,000 feet. So, sighted in for 0 there at 100 yards. Then at 150, it's only dropping 1 inch. 200 yards, it's dropping 4-inch. You can see the column there with the MOA dials. At 200 yards, we dial 2 MOA. 250, it's dropping 8.6 inches. The MOA dial is 3. 300 yards, which would probably be the max of what we're doing, I'm assuming. I went ahead and ran this dope card out to 400. 300 yards at 35 is dropping 15 inches, almost 5 MOA. 400 yards, it's starting to drop off a cliff, almost a 3-foot drop at 400, and an MOA dial of 8.25. But that's our drop chart there, guys. Stay tuned for the hunting footage coming up. I'm going to do my absolute best to get a bunch of footage for you guys to check out. I absolutely love filming the hunts, and we're planning on doing a bunch of them the rest of this year. But 35 wheeling, there's not a whole lot of hunting footage out there, so we're going to bring it to you. And I'm going to load it. Deadliest mushroom in the woods, y'all. Core-Lokt 200 grainers. It ought to be good to smoke an American bison. Let's look at the energy column real quick. A lot of times I forget to talk about that, but 35 at 100 yards has 2,673 foot-pounds of energy. Hey, that's a lot of boogie. At 300 yards, it still has 1,852 foot-pounds of energy. That's a whole lot of boogie. But, hey, 35 wheeling. Stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed. We got tons of videos like this coming out every single day, guys. Working really hard, getting tons of content out here. Appreciate y'all. Stay tuned for more videos. Make sure you're subscribed. Tell all your friends. We'll see you real soon out there chasing some American bison with this CVA Scout 35 Wheeling. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next one.
We like